As somebody who can't sing, that's lovely singing and harmonies. It's harmonies, isn't it? Yeah.
It is. Well, Emily's very good at the harmonies, aren't you? You're with the Leatherhead Choral Society.
I am indeed. Yeah,
right,
I am indeed.
And I've seen you sing with Headley before, and that's kind of fabulous stuff. So
yeah, I think I was really lucky just to get dunked in music from a very early age.
Yeah.
And then I used to go to his gigs with him as quite a young child, and I soon learnt as well that you could get some really good tips. So I remember one time singing with him in a place that no longer stands anymore, actually, the Preston Cross Hotel over in Bookham.
Gone, yeah.
But he had a regular slot
He
Wednesday
did,
and
yeah.
Saturday for yonks. And then I think one night someone said, "Oh, could you sing this song?" And I sang it, and he gave me quite a nice little tip. And then I think for the rest of the night I wouldn't get down, and I kept putting my hand out the whole time and made a tidy sum. But yeah, so you can make money in music.
You
right?
can. How old were you at the time?
I was probably around 7 or 8.
Well, that's the cute factor. That's the R factor.
Absolutely, and you have no fear in those days.
So then, speaking of tips, then what was said tip?
So I think that I managed to make more than my dad that night.
Okay.
Which is probably quite impressive. And back in the 80s, obviously, where money was king. So I remember getting home and obsessively counting all this money. It was marvellous.
Fortune, yeah. But what was the tip then to make it successful?
Oh no, as in what do you mean, sorry?
In terms of singing.
Was it a monetary tip?
Yeah, financial tip.
Yeah. The financial tip.
I'm afraid no pearls of wisdom. It was all about capitalism.
Well,
yeah.
Headley
it's all about the money today. We're making it sound like
money.
Yeah. Absolutely.
No, not at all. The opposite.
Yeah.
Well, Headley inspired me to get into music. I mean, yeah, I play drums now, but it was watching Headley in concert at the parish church that I thought, oh, that looks fun. I'd like to do that. And Headley kindly gave me some guitar lessons and started me off. So, but yeah, it keeps you young. You said young, yeah. I mean, young. Obviously, a 7-year-old's going to get some tips, financial tips from a gig, aren't they? Most definitely. But music does keep you young, that's for sure. So, okay, different sort of tips then. So, what pitfalls have you discovered to avoid in the music business so far? Can you think of any, or tips for success, or both?
Pitfalls. Well, I guess just things I've heard of where there are a lot of people. Sometimes you see these things advertised where you go and audition, but you pay a sum to do the gig or whatever, and then you hear these people take your money and then nothing comes from it. So for people that are starting out, that's probably not a good thing to do.
No.
And there's lots of these things now, but I mean, some of them lead to good things, like the Voice and X Factor and all these things. They work out for people, and that's a genuine thing you can go and audition for.
Although the people who get chosen, obviously there's some top quality will do well with it, but equally the ones they choose for television are chosen for television. And I've known 1 or 2 people I can think of who've gone to the auditions for X Factor, I think it was, and they got very, very close. In fact, they got to the stage before you go on TV, but they were quite literally told, we've already got that quota of female or male young singers, and therefore, no thank you. And it's like, well, hang on, these people are really good. Why? Crazy. But yeah, but I think, I don't know, Ed Sheeran, I suppose his tip is just getting out there and doing it, isn't it? Lots and lots.
It. And I think, certainly we're lucky, round here there are a number of open mic nights, and certainly, when we started jamming together, we kind of threw ourselves out there a few times, maybe a bit under rehearsed, and it's good because you get audiences, you can gauge the appreciation immediately, so kind of get out there and and don't wait to be asked. Push yourself forward.
Push yourself. Have to be pushy, don't you? You have to be proactive. You can't sit and wait because it won't happen. So
no, and I think, certainly in music, it worries me how a lot of schools are losing music and drama and art off the curriculum. Those subjects are sadly being shuffled to one side, and yet they're such a crucial part of our culture and our identity, and definitely for young people just to muck around, and certainly I was lucky. I was, as I say, I was immersed in music, but certainly Grant, you really picked it up through school. And
Woodville, which is now Trinity, and Thurfield, really good teachers that took the time to put on clubs and picked up some chords on the guitar, and
away you go.
Really good.
Yeah, I rediscovered my school report. Well, my mother did a couple of years ago from when I was at Eastwick for 1 year, a long, long time ago. I was 11 or 10, and the music one said, enjoys percussion. I think that's because I was too useless to sort of actually read the music, but yeah, and 25 years later I started playing drums. But yeah, so yeah, you're never too old, are you?
No, absolutely.
Never too old. It's great stuff.
This is Surrey Hills Radio.